In the heart of the quaint and time-worn town of Eldritch Hollow, nestled between dense woods and rolling hills, a chilling tale unfolded, weaving a sinister tapestry that echoed through the cobblestone streets. Eldritch Hollow, with its age-old architecture and long-forgotten secrets, bore witness to a series of inexplicable events that left the townsfolk paralyzed with fear. The story began with the arrival of a mysterious stranger named Gabriel Blackwood, tall and cloaked in shadows. He came to Eldritch Hollow with an aura of malevolence that clung to him like a second skin. Whispers of his arrival spread like wildfire as the townspeople exchanged wary glances and avoided the piercing gaze of his cold black eyes. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Eldritch Hollow transformed into a realm of eerie shadows and unsettling silence. Gabriel Blackwood took residence in an ancient mansion on the outskirts of town, a decaying structure known as the Ravenhurst Manor. Its sagging eaves and ivy-covered walls seemed to harbor the ghosts of centuries past, and locals dared not venture to close after nightfall. Soon, the once peaceful town was gripped by a series of inexplicable horrors. Residents reported waking to blood-curdling screams that echoed through the narrow alleyways, their source obscured by the thick fog that clung to Eldritch Hollow like a shroud. Fear spread like a contagion, infecting every corner of the town, and a palpable sense of dread settled over the community. The townsfolk began to notice strange occurrences. Within the Ravenhurst Manor, unearthly lights flickered in its windows at odd hours, casting long, grotesque shadows on the cobblestone streets below. Eldritch symbols were discovered etched into the crumbling walls of the mansion, symbols that seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. Rumors of a pact with the devil himself spread like wildfire. The townspeople whispered that Gabriel Blackwood had sold his soul in exchange for unholy powers that now plagued Eldritch Hollow. It was said that he communed with demonic entities in the dark recesses of Ravenhurst Manor, orchestrating a symphony of terror that gripped the town in a vice-like hold. As the weeks passed, the once thriving town withered under the weight of fear and despair. Eldritch Hollow became a ghost town, its streets deserted and its buildings mere husks of their former glory. The few brave souls who dared to investigate the Ravenhurst Manor never returned, their fates swallowed by the malevolent darkness that clung to the accursed mansion. The story of Eldritch Hollow serves as a cautionary tale, a grim reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved. The once vibrant town now stands as a testament to the insidious power that can be unleashed when one delves too deeply into the forbidden realms of the unknown. The whispers of the devil's presence linger in the chilling wind that blows through the empty streets, and the shadows cast by Ravenhurst Manor dance to the unholy rhythm of a nightmare that has claimed Eldritch Hollow as its own. As the malevolent grip of Gabriel Blackwood tightened around Eldritch Hollow, the townsfolk became increasingly desperate to break free from the sinister curse that plagued their once idyllic home. A group of courageous individuals, drawn together by a shared determination to unravel the mysteries surrounding Ravenhurst Manor, decided to confront the source of the town's terror. Among them was Isabella Hawthorne, a fearless scholar of ancient lore who had dedicated her life to studying the occult. With her knowledge of forbidden texts and arcane rituals, she hoped to find a way to banish the darkness that had befallen Eldritch Hollow, Isabella gathered a diverse group of companions, each possessing a unique skill set that ranged from the mastery of weapons to an innate connection with the supernatural. Together they braved the desolate streets of the town, their lanterns flickering in the oppressive darkness as they approached the looming silhouette of Ravenhurst Manor. The journey through the ghostly town was fraught with eerie encounters. Shadowy figures darted in and out of the fog, and disembodied whispers echoed through the abandoned alleyways, foretelling doom and despair. The group pressed on, fueled by a mixture of determination and trepidation, until they reached the ominous gates of the mansion. As they crossed the threshold into Ravenhurst Manor, the air grew thick with malevolence. The walls seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy, and the air itself felt charged with unseen forces. The group navigated the labyrinthine corridors, passing through rooms adorned with grotesque symbols and unsettling paintings that seemed to watch their every move. They finally reached the heart of the mansion, a cavernous chamber shrouded in darkness. In the center of the room stood Gabriel Blackwood, his eyes ablaze with an unholy fire. Surrounding him were swirling shadows that contorted and writhed, seemingly alive with malevolent intent. A confrontation ensued as the group confronted Gabriel Blackwood and demanded an end to the town's suffering. The air crackled with dark energy as he unleashed otherworldly forces, testing the mettle of those who dared to challenge him. Spells were cast, blades clashed with supernatural entities, and the very fabric of reality seemed to unravel. Isabella, drawing upon her knowledge of ancient rituals, began to chant incantations meant to banish the demonic forces. The air grew charged with magic, and the room trembled as the very foundation of Ravenhurst Manor seemed to rebel against the intrusion. It became a battle not just of strength, but of wills, a struggle for the soul of Eldritch Hollow. In a climactic moment, Isabella completed the ritual, and a blinding light enveloped the chamber. The shadows recoiled, and the unholy presence that had gripped the town began to dissipate. Gabriel Blackwood, weakened and defeated, vanished into the shadows from whence he came. As the light of dawn broke over Eldritch Hollow, the townsfolk slowly emerged from their homes, cautiously optimistic. The once deserted streets began to fill with life once more, and the air was infused with a sense of renewal. The curse that had plagued the town for so long seemed to have been lifted, and the nightmare that gripped Eldritch Hollow began to fade into the annals of history. The group of heroes, having saved the town from the clutches of darkness, quietly departed Eldritch Hollow, leaving behind a community on the path to recovery. The memory of the devil's presence lingered in the minds of the townsfolk, a cautionary tale passed down through generations, a reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows and the resilience of those who dare to confront the unknown.